Okay, so I'm tuned to an open A sharp. Guitar's a little out of tune. I'm not going to screw with it too much because I just tuned it from C. So I have a heavy gauge on this guitar, the John Pierce heavy gauge for 12 string. And then the guitar is tuned 2 whole steps down to a C, so that if you're making an E chord, it would actually be a C. And then to tune to open A sharp, which is the same intervals as if you were playing an open G, I would tune this down to an A sharp, both these strings. Of course, one's an octave above the heavy string. So down to an A sharp. This is a D sharp. This is an A sharp. D sharp. G. And then A sharp. So the intervals are the same. So if you play an open G and you have a 12 string and you put heavy gauge strings and you tune down 2 whole steps to a C, and then you can tune down to open A sharp, and the intervals are the same as an open G, as if your guitar were tuned to open G. So anything you know in open G, of course, works in this tuning. It's just a different sound. You have to play a little simpler and get your damping down a little more, because there's a lot of noise. Mistakes, especially if you're used to playing on a 6 string. With the 12 string, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, like I do, because now I have to account for that extra string, so there's a lot more noise, but all the chord shapes are the same. This would be my 5 chord, my 4 chord at the 5th fret, so 4 chord. For people who, don't know how to play an open G and are just interested in, tuning their 12 string to an open tuning, usually they'll have a light gauge string. Tuning down to this is not going to work for you because it's just going to sound like a big mess. You have to have a heavy gauge. So at the 7th, 5 chord, 5th fret, 4 chord, open is your 1 chord. chord, 12, 1 chord. That mistake, because now, see, I'm used to playing on a 12th fret, like on a national, so my 12th fret would be right here. So automatically when I wanted the 12th fret, through muscle memory, I would go here, right? So everything is a little bit off for me on this guitar. Not down here, but when I get up here, I'm used to my 7th fret being here, okay, which is my 9th now. So you can play a lot less. I'm just doing a basic shuffle. Because the neck scale is longer, so there's a lot more tension on it. So this is would be my A sharp 7. So remember, I'm thinking an open G though, okay, but just tuned way, way down. So you can play really simple songs. So when you're fingering too, because you have all these extra strings, oftentimes you'll finger things wrong. Like this is my 4 chord, my 5 chord as well, like in open G. My 4 chord, by just moving one finger, so I'm on the 1st fret, 2nd string. So, one finger up, 4 chord, and then turn around. I can do a simple turn around like that. and play very simply. I like Blind Willie Mctell, and he played in this tuning. On a 12 string. So anything you know on open G, will work in this tuning. If you don't know anything about open G, if you haven't watched my other videos and you're not interested in that, and you have a 12 string, I'll make some more videos on string gauges, getting it tuned down to C, and then getting it tuned to open A sharp. And we'll do a bunch of stuff in this tuning with the slide. A lot of fun. Anyway, thanks for watching.